inside the 15 before they drop it. That goes as a gain of 36 on third down. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott eluding the pressure right. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. On 2nd down, Elliott. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Forced out to his left. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
So out come the Falcons now. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Ryan. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Second and 10. It's Ryan again. Going underneath. It's Coleman. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 6. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. On the right hash, officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. This fielded at the 2. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up? that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield.
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. First down, Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Looking to throw. Prescott being chased down. Oh, Prescott stripped. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper from 6 yards away. And the Cowboys are in for 6. The extra point up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So we get set to start this 3rd quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. Here's Ryan. And oh, he coughed it up. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It's a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not there for him.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
12 yards there as they move the chains. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Give them 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn them a fresh set of downs. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On 1st down, Ryan. Going for the deep ball. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Calvin Ridley, 41 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. And he knocks it through. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the 3rd quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the 3rd quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Back now in Arlington. Knotted up here at 10. That's our score as we begin quarter number 4. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Here's Bryant for the extra point. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Flush to his right. And avoids the contact by sliding. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Prescott now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Prescott from the gun. Escaping the pressure right. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. Prescott on 3rd and 2. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. 46. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they'll get this down to the 10. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. He's back to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
They'll look to throw. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have...
And Beasley's got it. Touchdown, Cowboys. Cole Beasley from 10 yards out. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Drops it off for Coleman. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Here's Ryan. He's got Sanu. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 18 yards there and a 1st down.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Coleman now. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. Here's Ryan. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. And finding the tight end Hooper. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. So it's all up to the other Matty Ice. Matt Bryant now. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So it's all up to the other Matty Ice. Matt Bryant now. He's made one and he's missed one thus far. This for the win. And that is no good. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And out now come the Cowboys. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone. All right, you don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to them.
And now this first drive in OT continues. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face, good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
15 yards through the air and a first down. Shaping up to be a very efficient opening drive here in overtime.
And can you feel the tension building? Because I'm feeling it. All right, I've got the sweaty palms here with each play because of the enormity of what's going on. Each play means so much in overtime, and they're handling it well as this drive continues.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here in OT. Prescott to throw it. Flushed out right. His pass caught at the 4. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
1 man in the backfield. That's Elliott on 2nd and goal.
41's the will. 26.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.